welcome to week 3 of our Postpartum Pilates 10-week program. We're going to add a few new moves in today, so let's get started. We're going to lay down on our back first, finding that neutral spine. So we've got that little gap under your lower back, tailbone slightly imprinted, back of your head's nice and heavy, shoulders are nice and heavy, arms by your side, and we'll just bring those feet about hip distance apart. We're going to start with those pelvic clocks that we've been doing each week. So let's exhale as we tilt our pelvis towards our belly button. Inhale as we come through center, and exhale as we imprint that tailbone into the ground, just arching that lower back slightly. Okay, let's go again, coming forward into that imprinted lower spine with a big exhale. Draw those hip bones together, lift your pelvic floor up to the crown of your head, and then let everything relax as we tilt away. Let's keep going forwards and backwards, engaging that pelvic floor as we come forwards, and then letting it all relax as we come backwards. And we'll do 2 more each way, just working with that breath. One last one each way. Perfect. Let's come back to that neutral spine. We're going to build these into our bridges now. So with an exhale, let's tilt that pelvis. Hold your scoop you've created with that tilt, and let's peel up into our bridge. Reaching your knees over your toes. We'll take a breath in here and then slowly come back down one vertebrae at a time. Finding that neutral spine with an inhale, and then let's go again. Tilt and peel up. Breath in at the top. Lovely straight line between your knees and your shoulders. Coming back down. Let's do 8 more of these. Give those glutes a good little squeeze at the top. Last 6. And 5. 4 to go. Can you keep your weight even between both feet as you peel up and down? Last 2. And then one last one. Beautiful. Coming back down onto the mat. We'll find that neutral spine. Let's start to sneaky warm those core muscles up. So we'll keep our arms where they are. We're just going to pick our right leg up into what we call our tabletop position. So knee hovering above hip, foot out in front of your knee. And then we'll just bring it back down. Trying not to transfer any weight through your body. Let's pick that left leg up. Bring it back down. Good work. We're going to keep alternating from side to side, keeping that body nice and still. If you fire up that pelvic floor, draw those hip bones towards each other. Should help keep your torso nice and stable on the mat as we go from side to side. Let's do 1 more each way. And then one last one. Beautiful. Let's relax those feet back onto the mat. We're going to interlace our fingers now. Place your head heavy in your hands. You want to just have your elbows in your peripheral vision. Let's come into those chest lifts. We're keeping that spine nice and neutral. And with an exhale, bring your head, neck, and shoulders up. Inhale to lower back down. So we're just focusing on that bottom rib coming down towards your hips as you come up. Let's do 8 more. Last 6 to go. Keep your head heavy and your elbows wide. And use that breath to help get yourself into that nice deep crunch. Last 3. And then one last one. Perfect. I think it's time to come into our full Pilates chest lift. So when you're ready, we're going to come up into that little chest lift with an exhale. Let's hold ourselves here as we take those hands, place them behind your legs, We're going to use those hands to assist us into pulling into a deeper chest lift here with another exhale. Hands go back behind your head with an inhale and slowly come back down. So we're going to aim for 10 of these. Coming up with an exhale. Hands behind your legs with an inhale. Exhale to pull yourself deeper. Hold it there with an inhale. Hands behind your head. Slowly come back down. Let's do 8 more. Should be getting a nice deep burn in those abdominals. Last 6. Break this move down. You can take it nice and slow to get the ultimate burn. Perfect. We've got 4 left. Two to go. And one last one. Oh, come down, give those legs a nice little cuddle when you finish that 10th one. Just have a little rock from side to side, just to give your spine a little massage into the mat. Okay, we're going to try and roll ourselves up to sitting. And if you fail this the first few times, it's totally okay. It is quite a hard move. So we're going to bring those legs one at a time into your tabletop position. Hold your hands under your legs for a bit of support here. And you can bring your knees a little bit closer towards your chest, just to imprint that lower spine. We want to curve our spine slightly. So let's use our exhale just to bring your head, neck and shoulders up. And then can use an inhale to bring yourself all the way up to sitting. Perfect. Okay, we're going to place our feet at the end of our mat, legs bent. Grab a hold of your knees so we can sit up as tall as we can, and let's take our hands out in line with our shoulders. Breath in here, and then using your exhale, we're just going to curve our spine, look down towards your belly button, and let's roll about 2/3 of the way down to the mat until you feel your core muscles fire up. Take a breath when you hit that burn zone. Take a breath in, and big exhale as we come back up to sitting. Keep that curve in your spine until your ribs come over your hips. Let's go again. Curve and roll down. Take that breath in, feet stay heavy. Come back up. Let's just do 2 more. And one last one. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to spin around and do a quick little stretch now. So let's bring our left leg in line with the side of the mat. Now I'm still recovering from knee surgery, so I'm a bit tight sitting in this position, but our goal here is to get those hips as square as you can on the mat. If you're finding it really difficult, just prop something up under your left glute. So left leg in line with the side of the mat, right leg's going to be our little mermaid's tail off to the side, and let's sit up as tall as we can. Take a breath in here, and then we'll use our exhale just to bring that left arm up and over into a side bend. Right hand pushes into the mat. Inhale as we come through center. Exhale as we swap sides. So our goal here is to fan our ribs out as much as we can. Get a nice big stretch through the side of your body. We'll do one more each way. Good work. Let's add a little bit of rotation now. So we're going to take that left hand down to the mat. Let's bring that right hand up and over. And with a big exhale, we're going to tap that right hand down to the ground. Try and square your shoulders off as much as you can. Keep that right hip heavy on the mat. I know it wants to lift. Back into that side bend again. Let's do one more. And back into that side bend. We'll sit ourselves up. And just place your hands out in front of you. We're going to walk our fingers away from our body, coming down as low as you can. You guys can probably get a bit lower than I can. If you can get those elbows onto the ground, you're welcome to. Just give those hip flexors a nice little stretch here. Okay, slowly walk those hands back towards your body. We're gonna lean back on those sit bones and let's swing our legs around to the other side. Hopefully you can do this with a little bit more ease than I can. Hence why we're doing mermaids on week 3 and not week 1, because I could not do this 2 weeks ago. Okay, hips are staying as square as we can on the mat. We've got our right leg in line with the side of the mat, left leg's our mermaid's tail. Hands by your side as much as you can. Let's see how we go here. Let's bring that right arm up and over. Nice big stretch. Inhale through center. Exhale as you swap sides. Lengthen out through the side that you're lifting that arm, and it should feel beautiful. Let's keep going. Up and over to that left. And to that right. And we'll do one more each way. And then coming over to that right side, let's hold it here. And then use our exhale to tap that left hand on the ground. Try and square your shoulders off to your hands. Keep that bottom heavy. And back into that side bend. Let's do one more. Big exhale, rotate. And coming on back. Sit yourself up and we'll place those hands out in front of you. Let's walk those fingers away. I am not coming down far on this side, but hopefully you guys can get nice and low. Prop those elbows on the ground if you can. This is stretching my hips just sitting here. Let's hold it for another 10 seconds. And then slowly walk those hands back towards your body. Beautiful. Let's do a little spine stretch now. So we're going to take your legs out nice and long in front of you. Now, we want a perfectly straight spine. So if you need to bend your knees slightly to get that straight spine, you're welcome to. If not, straighten them out. Toes pointed to the ceiling, so feet flexed. Hands out in line with your shoulders like we were doing just before. And with a big exhale, we're going to curve our spine. We're going to reach out over our toes. And then slowly stack your spine up one vertebrae at a time until we're sitting up tall. Let's go again. Big exhale, curve and reach. And come on up. Let's do one last one. Let's go as far as you can. Can you get to your ankles, your toes, your legs, wherever you can reach? Grab a hold of your legs or your feet and pull yourself a little bit deeper. Good work. Slowly come on up to sitting. Beautiful. Let's work that other, let's spin around to the other side now. We're going to come on to all fours. So wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. We're going to find our lovely neutral spine. Let's do a couple of cats and cows just to start off here. So with a big exhale, let's curve your spine. Tuck your tailbone in between your legs. Send your belly button to the sky. And then using that next exhale, untuck that tailbone. Belly button comes down, gaze comes up. Let's just do 2 more sets each way, really exaggerating each move with your exhale. And one last one each way. And then just coming halfway between each move, send that tailbone to the wall behind you. And we're just going to do a little thread the needle for one last stretch. So let's take our left hand first. We're going to thread it in under our right underarm. And then just take your right hand up and over your head. Head's relaxed on the mat. Let's hold it here for a couple of breaths. And then slowly bring that right hand back down by your face. Push yourself up. Left hand anchors under your shoulder. Thread that right hand in under your left. Relax your head down on the ground. Left hand goes over your head. Hold it here for a few breaths. Oh, that feels lovely. And then bring that left hand back by your face. And push yourself up. Okay, let's work those legs now. We're going to anchor those wrists back under our shoulders. Let's take our right leg. We're going to glide it nice and long on the mat. Point your toe, square your hips off to the mat, and let's lift and lower that leg. We're lifting using the back of your thigh. And we're trying not to arch that lower back as you lift. Let's go for 8 more. Last 5. 3, 2. Last one, pick that leg up nice and high. We're going to do little pulses of our heel to the sky. Send all your energy down your leg and out your big toe. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just keep that leg about hip height. We're going to flex our foot now so our toes are pointed to the ground. Let's tap those toes to the ground. Lift using our heel. It's leading the way now. Let's go for 9 more. This is firing up all the muscles down the back of your legs. Let's go for 8, 7. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and then last one, pick that leg up. We're going to keep that foot flexed. Let's bend our knee, point your toes, straighten your leg. Flex that foot, bend, point, straighten. See if you can keep that knee in line with your hip as much as possible. Let's go for 8 and 7. Last 6, 5, 4 to go. 3, 2. Last one, let's finish with that knee bent, foot flex. Let's pulse that heel to the sky. Last 10, 8, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that leg down. Oh, give that bottom a little thank you pat if it needs it. Got the burn on. Okay, let's swap sides. Let's send that left leg nice and long. Toes pointed, hips are square to the mat, and we're lifting and lowering. Let's go for 9. Last 7, keep the rest of your body as still as you can. 4. Last 3, 2. Last one, let's pick that leg up. Let's do those little pulses of that heel to the sky. Let's go for 8. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep that leg lifted. Flex that foot, bend your knee, point your toe, straighten your leg. Let's go for 9 more. This is my bad knee. It's very difficult to bend. Last 6, 5, 4 left. 3, 2. Last one, pick that leg up, bend that knee, flex that foot. Let's pulse it to the sky. Last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that leg down. At that bottom with a little thanks if you need it. If not, come into a well-earned child's pose. See if you can sit your bottom back towards your heels. Okay, coming up onto all fours. Let's flex our feet now. Place your toes on the mat, and we're going to pike that bottom up to the sky. Just do a little bit of walking on the spot, lowering one heel at a time. And then softening those knees, placing both heels towards the ground. Let's walk our hands towards our feet. Lightly place those heels back onto the ground when you can. And just let yourself hang heavy here for a second. Let your arms hang out of your socket. Take a nice big deep breath in, and with your exhale, you're going to tuck your tailbone in between your legs and slowly stack your spine up one vertebrae at a time. Roll those shoulders back at the top. And we'll just interlace your fingers behind your back. Send your arms away from your body and give your head 2 big circles around your neck one way and 2 the other way. And we are all done, guys. Thanks for joining me on the mat. I'll see you next time.